So I got replaced at my job 2 weeks before New Year's. So I decided to start my own business. Not just one, but four. There are two types of people watching this right now. Number one, you don't know what you want. You might feel lost. Number two, you know exactly what you want. You want to start a business, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to get into real estate, you want to start a brand. But everybody's telling you to slow down. Wait. Focus. Pick one thing. So here's the thing. Every guru says the same thing, from Alex Hormozi to Gary Vaynerchuk, even Gary Keller, who is the author of the book New York Times #1 bestseller, The One Thing. As in, focus on the one thing, not 4 different things. Which in my case, if it goes well, I might have to write a book called The 4 Different Things. But I decided to do this. So I'm either going to be proven very wrong, or I'll document the first ever multi-business startup success. So whether I crash and burn, or I take off and fly, you'll be there to witness it. And hopefully, you'll learn something. Now, in all seriousness, yes, I am going to do it. But I'm not going in blind. Look, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that this is a guaranteed failure, in which naturally I would agree too. But I have a plan and a few systems in place. But before I show you, let me just go ahead and tell you what these businesses are. It looks like you guys do some marketing here in Houston, direct to homeowners?
We do.
Awesome. So do you know what you do with those leads that don't turn into deals?
Yeah, if they don't turn into deals normally, so we have all the strategies available, creative financing.
Now, if anybody knows me, I'm a dancer, not a natural born one. I've had to take many classes and I'm still learning, but it's something I enjoy. So I was like, why not do something, start a business in something that I enjoy doing? So that's what I did. I acquired this company a little bit before I got let go, and handling all the assets and logistics, we were able to get it up running about 3 weeks. So since then to now, we got about 15 contracts. So I'm gonna take you on that journey, but starting now, right now, basically what I'm gonna do is make it official. So we're gonna get an LLC and make it a legit company, and probably might buy a few more assets, but that's what we're gonna do. Second is my real estate investor agent business. Now, I've held my license for a little bit now, and I've been dabbling, mostly just learning. I've been learning a lot about the investor side and the retail side. And so now I feel like I got a little bit more information and experience. So we're gonna hit the ground running, and I'm gonna start doing cold calls. Third is I'm a calisthenic athlete. I'm gonna work out regardless of how many companies I have. We got one body and we got to take care of it. So it's not necessarily I'm building a business off of calisthenics. It might be, it's just a brand, right? So I'm just going to document and show y'all what I do for my workouts, calisthenics. So I'm not going to be actively working on it as a business, just simply building a brand behind calisthenic athlete. And the last one is more of a brand as well, but it's my YouTube channel. I am doing this for accountability, to keep myself accountable, but I'm also trying to build a brand. So it's documentation of all these things, and it's gonna keep me accountable. And like I said at the beginning, hopefully we all can learn something. So in order for this to work, I will be documenting, keep it real, some mundane things, but that's the whole point of keeping myself accountable and bringing you guys to the actual work of starting up these businesses and brands. Hopefully y'all won't get bored, but like I said, I will be making cold calls to both businesses. I'll show you, I'll bring you along the shows, I'll bring you along the negotiations and everything. So I'm excited. All right, so welcome to my setup. We're gonna get started with the formation of the LLC. This will be my first LLC ever, so congratulations to me. So I got ChatGPT right here, and I'm literally, because I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna literally just ask Chat how to start an LLC. All right, so Chat, Tell me how to form an LLC. So I have fed chat a little bit of my information, so it's already giving me examples of AZT Robot LLC, which is not a bad name. Yeah, I like that. We might go with that. Okay, so appoint a registered agent. What does that mean? Oh, okay, so I can be my own agent. Why would I need a registered agent if I can be my own? Oh, okay, so they would take care of everything if I hired a service agent, ranging from $50 to $100, $150 a year. Hey, that's not too bad. They must have a physical Texas address, file the certification of formation. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna see if I can summarize for y'all in case y'all are wanting to open up an LLC anytime soon. Let's get to it. All right. So step 1 is coming up with the name. Step 2 is if you want to have a registered agent, you get that agent, and if not, then just put yourself as the agent who's going to be over it. File the certification of formation. Form 205, Texas Secretary of State. Fee is $300. Now, it's not too bad, but I thought it was going to be cheaper. All right. So summarization, let's go. This is what I learned today. Number 1, choose your name, which in my case, if I can't get Astrobots LLC, I'll use this example that chat gave me. AZT Robots LLC. That's not too bad. I'm not going to appoint an agent because I feel like I can do that easily. Certification of formation. This is the $300 that we're going to be, it's basically a filing fee. We can do that on SOS Direct. Operating agreement. Who owns what is the percentage owned? Right now it's just going to be me. Later on, I am going to add other people as they take over. Get an EIN number and start a business tax so that I can open up a business account. Opening up that business account just tells me that once I got the LLC information, I get the EIN number, and then that I'll have an ID, and with that I can make that business account and then just register for taxes when it comes to dates. And just like that, we got the LLC created. So that took about like maybe 15-20 minutes. It was a little bit confusing at the beginning, but once I got it down, I filed it, put all the information. It's just basic information, paid for it, and we're good. So the next step is to create a bank account, and then we're off to the races to buy more assets. But for now, come join me. I'm gonna go. All right, good morning. So I just finished the calisthenic live workout where the goal was always just to do one live every day of 25-minute workout for calisthenics. So that's basically it. That's all I'm doing for that. Just because, again, it's not the biggest priority. But let me show you what we got going on as far as working on these businesses. So this is my calendar. I just did an hour before that live. So this right here in the red is TikTok calisthenic workout. I had an hour just to fiddle around, just to get ready. Then we have hour 1 from 9 to 10. Working on the entertainment business. So we got follow-ups, calls, working on videos, if I have any videos that I did on the weekend. Since I didn't have any events of my own, I don't have videos to edit. So we're just gonna be following up and making those calls. That's number 1. And then we got real estate calls. So my idea for this real estate was to start doing cold calls to sellers so I can start talking to expired listings. But we are low on funds, which is fine. There is another aspect of this, what my team calls the investor agent game plan, where instead of making calls to sellers, we're going to like the other distributors. So for example, wholesale companies or just other investment companies, what they're basically doing the same thing that I had planned. They're making those calls and I'm contacting them to see if they have any leads that they're not going to follow up because they're specific in their niche, meaning they're going after properties that are going to sell lower. So let's say a person is trying to sell their property and they don't want to sell it at a discount. They want to sell it on the market. So those are people that we want to talk to and they don't want to talk to. They didn't hit the price that they were looking to buy at. So we're just like, hey, let me take care of them. I'll give you kickback as far as I'll give you $500 if it closes, $1,000 if it closes. So I'm gonna be following up with those people, and then later on, I'm gonna start making those seller calls to sellers specifically. But he shows up and he promotes it, and it's a Kajabi. If anybody used to use Kajabi, it's good for community. You get to talk to some people that are in it. So after that, I'm just gonna study AI and real estate and other things, just further education. And then I have the rest of the day to work on YouTube. So I'm gonna skip an hour, right? That's probably I'm gonna eat something, take a break, and then we're gonna get into the YouTube, Instagram video edits, and then I do have a little bit. So this is another workout. I like to play soccer and dance, so I just leave that open to either soccer, dance, or whatever, and then again I have more time. So this is what I'm starting with, just these hour blocks, and we'll see what we get so far. I am trying to stick to that, just because here's the last thing that I'll say is I was never a calendar person. Everybody tells you to make sure you have your calendar checked every single hour, every single 15 minutes, every single 30 minutes, have something. I was never one of those people, just because I like to say yes to a bunch of different things. Again, that's part of my personality when I want to do everything. And if I get an opportunity here, I do want to take that. So that's why I used to never use calendars, just because I never stuck to it. I never stuck to the things that I said I was going to do. Obviously, the important things I did, but I ended up switching and changing so much. So I'm going to stick to this so far. It seems doable. I've adjusted my life so that I can at least keep those activities there. I'm going to do it every day, except for tomorrow, because we have Aspire tomorrow. So if I didn't tell y'all, I joined Aspire. This is a conference where a lot of real estate professionals, not only real estate professionals, but all business professionals are going to be there. I know David Goggins he's a keynote speaker. I forgot who else is a keynote speaker, but there's quite a few others that are going to be talking. All right, so I have my watermelon juice. I made this. I like to make my own natural juices. It's basically all watermelon and a pinch of... It's all watermelon, a little bit of ice to make it cold, and a little bit of sugar. Very little, because watermelon already has a good flavor to it. All right, so I'm gonna go over the different things that I'm looking at whenever I'm about to do follow-ups and calls. So basically, I'm gonna go over all the leads, see who I've talked to. Maybe I missed a few. Yesterday, I talked to a few people that were interested. I'm gonna follow up with them. If I don't have anymore, if I hit all my follow-ups, all my leads, I'll look at my ads. Maybe I'll work on some ads. Like I said, if I have any videos, I'll work on some videos. If not, then I do the same thing. I try and talk to other vendors, and if the hour is over, then I'm gonna go to the next one. But for now, we are following up. All right, so here's what happened. So I didn't realize that the ads had switched off throughout the weekend, because I switched cards, because I don't know what happened, but basically I just switched credit cards, and one of them, my Chase Bank, thought it was a fraud, so it didn't go through, and so throughout the whole weekend it didn't go through, and so I had very few leads to follow up. So I fixed that. Hopefully I get leads again, start getting that deal flow, that lead flow, and yeah, I'll just follow up with them on Wednesday. So we're moving on to real estate. So I do have a script. I'll go over that script right now. Let me just find that script, and then we'll start the real estate game plan. All right, so we have the investor agent game plan right here. It's a script. So I want to go over with you before I get on the phones and actually talk to investors. And then you judge me on how well I'm doing or how bad I'm doing. So I've done calls before, but it's my first time doing this kind of script and doing these kind of calls. This is the investor agent game plan on the sales side. Call objective is to identify real estate investment companies and handle their retail sales seller leads. So I'm saying, hey, company, give me your leads. Connect with a decision maker responsible for marketing and leads management. So whenever I make that call, more than likely, whoever's on that call is not the person I want to talk to, but obviously I have to build rapport. Open the door to a partnership that turns retail leads into revenue. Exactly what I just said. All right. So the posture is we're going to help them make money from leads they already paid for. So they're paying to get their name on Google, right? Whether it's pay-per-click or SEO or any kind of marketing. We're not selling them anywhere. We're not selling them anything. We're giving them an opportunity. So step one is the opening. Hi, my name is Jesse. I'm an investor agent here in Houston, and I had a quick question. It looks like you do a lot of marketing directly to homeowners. Am I convincing? Key question, what do you do with those leads that don't turn into deals? Clarify if needed. if they say, what do you mean? Most likely they will. What do you do with the people that are calling wanting to know how much their home is worth? They're thinking about selling, they want retail, they want more than the investor. Okay, so that's what you're saying to the investor. You're like, hey, what do you do with the people that are calling wanting to know how much their home is? They're not necessarily trying to sell, they just want to know what their home worth is. They're not necessarily trying to sell right now. That's the thing. They're thinking about selling, they want retail, meaning they want high price. That's not something that the investors are going to go for. Investor companies necessarily, some are, if they're able to pitch like Substitute or another way. They want more than the investor offers. It usually happens to those leads, right? So let me take a step back and let me try and put that all together. Hey, my name is Jesse. I'm an investor agent here in Houston. I had a quick question. It looks like you do a lot of marketing directly to homeowners. What do you do with those leads that don't turn into deals? What do you mean? What I mean is, what do you do with the people that are calling wanting to know how much their home is worth? They're thinking about selling, they want retail, they want more than what you're gonna offer. What usually happens to those leads? Pause, another pause. How was that? Did I sound convincing? I try and change my tone, I try and change my approach every time. And then as I get used to the script, then I try and stick to the same tone, usually, depending on the person, right? All right, so these are different responses. These are different possible responses that we're gonna get. Number one is they say, nothing. We either long-term follow-up, like we keep them on a CRM, or we don't work them at all. Our response is, got it. If I could show you a way that I can help turn those leads into money for your company, would you be open for that? So basically, if they're saying like, hey, nothing really, we just follow up with them here and there, and most of the times we don't usually work them. So that's when I come in. I'm like, great. If I can show you a way that I can help turn those leads into money for your company, would you be open for that? What's another good way of saying that? If I can show you, no, I don't like that. I'll think about it. If there's a way for me to turn those leads into money, would you be open for that? I like that. If I can show you a way that I can help turn those leads into money for your company, would you be open for that? Who would be the best person for me to talk to? The owner, marketing manager, the acquisitions manager? It's getting a little hot, hold on. All right, so basically we're done with that. So depending on what way we take it, in the end, we just want to offer them we want to make those offers to them of us being able to help them. All right, response path B. They say we send them to an agent. So they might already have somebody like us. Not necessarily like us, because a lot of investors, they might have friends as agents, but they're not investor agents. They just want those leads like most agents would. But we're specific. We target these investors because a lot of us, we work with investors. At least for me, like I've worked with other investors before. That's how I know how this works. Here's what we're gonna say. Oh, that's great. Sounds like you guys have it really dialed in. Quick question. Are you working with an investor agent or a traditional realtor? I like that. You're making that distinction, that differentiation between an investor agent and a traditional realtor. I like that. If they ask what an investor agent is, what is an investor agent? As an investor agent, we specialize in working with investors and investment companies. We understand investor deals, the language, and how to work with these leads efficiently. Are there agents that you work with? Are the agents you work with actually working those leads consistently? Are they providing feedback on what happens with them? Are they paying you anything when those leads turn into listings or close? It's in there for a reason, so that might have happened. So yeah, we just want to see. It's the same thing whenever we ask sellers. Are the people that you're working with other wholesalers? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? So just to show how you're different than others, what they should be doing, right? They should be giving feedback on what happens to the leads, right? They should be working on them consistently, but do they? That's where you come in, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? All right, response path C, they say we work those leads ourselves, which is fine. They might be an investor dedicated to their team, or they themselves might be an investor.
which was rare, but that's starting to become, people are starting to get their license. When those leads want retail, are you actually listing those properties, or do they usually sit and follow up? Again, are you listing them, or you just have them on follow up? Are you able to capture revenue when those leads turn into retail sales? Who usually oversees that side of the business? Awesome. Response path D. So again, response path C is whenever they're working on it themselves, and you want to offer that service. You still want to offer that service. Response path D, they say not interested. I've had a lot of sellers say that. Basically, it's just a rejection. You might feel bad in the beginning, but after you've done many calls, it just becomes second nature of them saying, hey, F you, get off the phone, I don't want to talk to you. Which I doubt investor companies would do that, because they get that a lot. On another note, how many deals are you doing a month? Are you actively wholesaling deals? If so, I'd love to get on your buyers list to see if we can buy some of your deals or move them to our investors. So again, we are investor agents, so we should have buyers. So this is the sell side script. We also have a buyer's script where we work those buyers, where we're supposed to have buyers, right? So we're kind of like the middleman. We link, that's what an agent is. We link those buyers to sellers, right? We should have buyers, so that we'd love to get on your buyers list to see if we want to buy some of your deals, or our buyers want to buy some of those deals. Me personally, I want to buy one this year. It has to be a good one. What's the best way to get into your deal list? Who can I speak with on your dispositions team, on your dispo team? Cool, so that was response. Usually you want to do this either way, whether they say yes or no on the sellers, on the leads. If you reach the decision maker, looks like you do a lot of marketing directly to the homeowner. So you're repeating the beginning, right? Looks like you do a lot of marketing directly to homeowners. Out of curiosity, how many seller leads are you generating a month? So this is where we get into the nitty gritty, right? What are your KPIs? Do you track your marketing? A good investment company, how many appointments do you set? How many contracts are signed, deals closed? What does your cost per lead look like right now? I was on a Zoom call, and the reason why we asked that is because sometimes if they say yes, they ask, so how much are you going to give me per lead? And we have to know this number. What does your cost per lead look like right now? Why? Because let's say one lead costs them $200, and then you can offer, hey, what if I offer double your cost per lead? Is that worth it to you? So basically 400 or 500 bucks, right? So they send us our leads. They send us their leads that they're already paid for their purchase, right? So they send us their dead leads. And if one of them locks up and we're able to list it and it sells, we're like, hey, we'll give you 500 bucks. Thank you for that. Or 800, depending on how you negotiate with an investment company, right? It can be from 500 to 1,000 maybe. After 1,000, you want to just keep it in that range. What does your cost per lead look like right now? How many investors pay hundreds of dollars per lead, especially PPC marketing? That's pay per click. If we get a lead that converts into a listing close, we can pay up to $1,000 marketing fee outside of closing. We put that time, energy, and effort to convert those leads into listing, so your company gets paid on a lead that otherwise would have been thrown away. Would you be open to testing with a few leads? So if they say yes, they're like, what's the next steps? Hey, let's get started right now. Send me a few of your leads and I'll work on them, and we'll get you paid as soon as possible. Who on your team should route leads to? What is the easiest way for your team to introduce us? Group text, email, intro, or phone call? See, this is one thing that I learned on that Zoom call is you want to make it seamless. You don't want to make it complicated, because acquisitions teams, whether it's acquisitions teams, whether it's the owner, you get busy and you have systems in place so that, you have systems in place to save time. And if you have to add another thing, which is us, we don't want to make that seamless system complicated by saying, hey, send me a group, send me on each lead, send me information on them. We want to make it seamless. Hey, just send them all and then I'll do the work. And then the way that gets to me, you want to make that seamless as well. So that's why a group text or an email intro might be good, a phone call. All right, so last key reminders: you're not selling them anything. You are helping real estate investors recover marketing dollars, monetize unused retail leads, generate additional revenue from their marketing.
That's correct.
Awesome. My name is Jesse. I'm an investor agent here in Houston. I just had a quick question. It looks like you guys do some marketing here in Houston, direct to homeowners.
We do.
Awesome. So do you know what you do with those leads that don't turn into deals?
Yeah, if they don't turn into deals, normally, so we have all the strategies available, creative financing, if cash doesn't work. So if one way or another, we also do listings, so it's very hard for these deals not to work out. We have our own SEO campaign.
Okay.
What is it you do?
We're investor agents, so we work with investment companies and help them out with their leads.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you guys have an agent on board?
Yeah, we have a couple. The owner is actually an agent, but we have a couple agents on board.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I was trying to see if you guys work with like investor agents or traditional realtors.
Yeah, possibly, man. What's your name again, Jesse?
Yeah, my name is Jesse. I'm an investor agent. We work specifically with investment companies.
All right. And you guys also do listing and
Right.
what are the strategies that you guys are into?
Our main thing is listing, right? So let's just say if you guys have some leads and we're able to close them, we give you a kickback, whether that's a marketing fee or anything. And let's just say like one of those leads does end up wanting to, let's say, sell off so discounted, then we just kick it back to you guys and say, hey, this person's interested. But we specifically work on those listings on
Listing, okay. All right. And what part? Is this Houston?
Yeah, mostly Houston.
All right. Yeah, man. I'll keep you on file.
Awesome.
Just in case.
Yeah, I would love that. So is there some leads that we can work on right now just to get it going? That way you can see, what we do.
Now, none of them now. We actually just got a couple listings last week
Okay.
from some leads that we're working on, but we try to work these things to the end, man. If we
Right,
get these
right,
things
right.
on owner financing,
Right.
like listing is our last resort.
Yeah, of course. No, I totally understand. If you're paying for those leads, you wanna make sure you get all the juice from them. So I totally understand.
All right, I'll let you know, man. I'll keep your number here.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Not too bad for the first call. I feel like I did okay. I could have pushed a little more, I think. I don't know if I reached he sounded like at least a decision maker. I don't know if he was the decision maker. Let me see. What was the other thing that I could have offered? On another note, I would love to get on your buyers list to see if we can buy some of your deals or move them to our investors. And then let's try and make those calls.
This is Tom.
Hi, Tom. Is this Houston House Buyers?
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
Can we talk in about 30 minutes?
Sure, of course.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right. That was odd. That was really quick though. Maybe because of my tone. I don't know how they sound. But that's okay. Let's go to the next one. 3, 2, 3. Oh, now here's the thing. He's gonna call me back. By that time, I'm gonna be moving on. Hopefully, I have the script in my head. I need to do this a few more times for me to be able to do it, not looking at the script. So let's do this a few times. Hopefully, Absolute Properties HTX.
Thank you for calling Absolute Properties. This is Tara. How are you today?
Hi, Tara. I'm good.
Wonderful. And how can I help you today?
Yes, my name is Jesse. I'm an investor agent here in Houston. I had a quick question. You guys do a lot of marketing here in Houston, direct to homeowners?
Our main market location is Sugar Land, Texas.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome. But y'all do direct to homeowners?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, my question is just what are those leads that don't turn into sales? What do you guys do with those leads that don't turn into sales?
The only thing I can do is send over your information to our home buyer for him to answer your questions.
Oh, okay.
He would know a lot more about that.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so basically our thing is just we want to be able to help make sure that your leads turn into money. You said, is that who can I talk to?
It would be Zeus. I can send him over your name and phone number and have him give you a call back.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. If you can give him my information, I would love to talk to him.
All right, what was your last name? You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye. Okay, that was really bad. She threw me off. She threw a curveball just because I could have handled it. So as soon as she told me that she's not the, the decision maker, I don't know what took over me and wanted to continue. That was the thing. I think I just wanted to continue the script, and so that threw me for a loop. And I don't even remember what I said. I was just trying to explain myself to her, even though she's not the decision maker. So at that moment, I should have just said, "Hey, okay, let's get the decision maker on. Let's move on to the next one." On to the next. Yeah. One thing you can't tell, but I feel very uncomfortable. Like even in my body, I feel like, what is it called? Like whenever you get like cold, goosebumps. It's like I'm out of my comfort zone. That's how bad I feel. It's kind of like a feeling of.
Please hang on while I connect you.
Oh, I'm not used to this. Maybe because I'm here and on camera. Two things that are.
Thank you for calling Houston area home cash buyers. Sorry for not being able to take your call at the moment. We're probably on the.
I think I was saying like I just feel uncomfortable. Oh, and the reason might be because number one, I'm doing something like I'm making cold calls. All right, let's make another call. We buy houses, Houston. Let's go. This will be my last call.
Hi, this is Wendy from WeBuyHousesHouston.com. How may I help you?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing? This is Jesse.
I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you asking. It sounds like you're doing good too. How can I assist you with selling your property today?
I'm an investor agent here in Houston. I had a quick question. Is there someone that I can talk to?
I can help with your questions. If it's more specific to investment properties or partnerships, I can also connect you with someone from our team who specializes in that area. What particular information are you looking for?
Yes, I would appreciate if you were able to transfer me to them.
Sure. I'd be happy to help connect you. Can I have your name so I can mention it when transferring your call?
My name is Jesse Palacios.
Thanks. Jesse Palacios. I'll ensure you are connected with our investment specialist. Please hold on for just a moment while I make that transfer for you.
Thank you. That was a cool AI.
You're welcome. Feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Is that it? Let's go to... Alright, since they didn't answer, I want to talk to somebody. I want to feel uncomfortable. I want to get rejected.
Please press 1 if you have a home to sell.
They want to make sure that they're separating actual sellers to whoever else is calling. 281. Alright, last one for real. 2703. Last one for real.
Hello, we buy houses. To speak with one of our real estate associates, please press 5. Again, please press 5.
I'm hungry. I spoke to one. They were really cool. They were just like, hey, we deal with them. We have all types of exit strategies. It's fine. But move on to the next.
So we're about to finish the first half of this session of the Aspire tour. I really liked a lot of the speakers. The main speaker that I was able to connect with more was Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. I really liked his part of the speech. I'll go over what I learned basically from him. The one who's speaking right now is Andrew. He's the owner or the creator of the Aspire tour. And I did like a lot of what he was saying. He was just talking a little bit too much, talking over. But the main thing that I really took away from his is basically there's two kinds of people, creator and consumer. Neither one is bad, but as entrepreneurs, you do want to be a creator. So money is a game is what he spoke about, and you have to know the rules of the game. What was it? There's three things when it comes to a creator. Number one is create. Number two is keep. I forgot what the third one was, but a lot of what going back to what Kevin O'Leary was talking about, that kind of got me wanting to get up and start working on. So finishing this first session, I'll go back and just continue working.
YouTube.
All right, we're here with a few friends. What are we today? Today's Wednesday?
Thursday.
Today's Thursday, the 12th. Let's introduce
I didn't
the people.
shave.
Where's Sarah? Sarah.
Hello. I'm over here like I didn't shave.
All right, that's Sarah.
Again.
And then we have
Martin right here. That's Martin. Mia. Hi, Mia.
Alan. And then somewhere. Oh, there we go.
I'm dead. He already jumping.
And that's Gerson.
My headphones. I forgot my headphones. Hello. I like your headphones.
Yeah, I already did. So I feel great. It's a great day. I ate a lot of food before. Maybe I shouldn't have. But yeah, I'm excited to run with all my friends. Let's go. Yeah.
My sister would have
Hey,
been
I haven't ridden in a while, but it's
performative.
okay. I used to run track and cross country. I also ate, and this is us before.
I have not eaten.
She's like, I have not.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm ready to go. What did you say?
I'm taking it.
Oh.
Hi.
I was like, can I keep it?
No, I'm. Oh, that's way better.
I didn't.
Ew. I just got off work.
To be honest.
Fucking hungry. I didn't eat right, so.
Wait, she didn't even give his speech.
I'm a jam out to los temerarios.
Wait, never mind.
Oh no. Put it here.
It's kind of crazy right now, man.
Hey, yo, what up, gang? We out here with the gang out here. Nah, but we ready for these 3 miles, you already know. I just ran 6 miles yesterday, but hey, guess what? Getting ready for that half marathon or a marathon coming soon, you already know.
I'm already gasping.
Yes. All right, that's 3 miles. We did.
Sprint! Sprint it! Sprint that shit! Sprint that shit!
She look like she a boxer or something. Nah, finish it, right? Oh, yeah. Because the sauce, it like makes you like force yourself. Yeah.
2.98. Don't piss me off.
What was the time? What was the time?
2.98.
Okay. Maybe
You're the overachiever.
I could do one.
What the hell? What the hell?
Am I going to count right?
It's too short.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?